You have the fucking loudest chairs in the history of loud fucking chairs.
Billiam. You know, that was lovely.
That was pretty good.
That
fucking
was
gorgeous,
That was
boys.
all right.
That was serviceman worthy for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Did you get that squawk in the beginning?
Get a little bit of a squawk. I mean, at least you only fucked up the first note. Judges don't care about that, right?
Just the first one.
Hello, everybody. My name is Josh. Welcome to the Chan Rant Podcast. This is an explicit show, so you have 5 seconds to go listen to something else. I recommend anything else. I mean, what are we still doing here anymore? We did live. Like, I feel like we should be done with this shit. But anyway, I'll give you 5 seconds. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fuck! Not with me. Not with me today is our bearded co-host, Mr. Andy Fusco. He is off slaying canads in Kansas City for the for Winter Storm. And working, doing his Piper's Dojo work. Man in that street.
In Kansas, is he going to the game?
Probably not. He'll probably be watching P-Brock.
Good, because fuck the Chiefs.
Yeah, there you go.
Raider Nation, baby.
So with me instead, I have Fireman Bill, longtime friend of the show. Sean,
Bill here.
new friend of the show, also known as Legs.
Big leg.
Big leg?
Yep.
Big leg, singular?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
No, but
like big leg?
You can see.
Andy's
table up.
6'6".
Just saying, yeah.
6'6", but 3-inch penis.
But yeah, 3 inch.
Super
Tight, super tight penis.
She wanted 9 inches, so I fucking pumped her 3 times. So it is what it is. Do the math.
We're off to a start. All right, listeners can review the show on iTunes, etc. You can send us emails and voicemails to be played on air. Like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If you're Australian, Snapchat. Check out the Chan Rant store at chanrant.com. And this episode is brought to you by our patrons. Thank you to the lovely people who pay $5 a month to listen to us make dick jokes and talk about bagpipes. We love you. We couldn't do it without you.
Wait,
you know, I was
dick jokes. I'm glad
it's all
I'm
dick
here.
jokes. Yeah, no,
I'm
the bagpipe.
kind of excited.
The bagpipe to dick joke ratio is like
it makes sense.
10% bagpipes.
There's a lot of dicks on a bagpipe.
90. Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And there's like the biggest ball sack of all time attached to every single. Fucking, yeah.
you know how guns are essentially
it's still my favorite instrument.
Like guys like guns because they're essentially just metal penises.
Yeah.
So
pretty much
a bagpipe is just a wooden, but if you had 4 penises.
Yeah, like 4 penises in one big sack.
Yeah, in one big sack.
I prefer the murdering capabilities of a gun. But
you can trust me. I've heard people murder with bagpipes as well.
Dude, I'm down.
Particularly in the fire bands.
Fucking do it. I got Bill.
So
is there gonna be a theme to this one?
Yeah. It'll be a loose theme. Yeah. It'll be a bit of a grab bag. But I wanted to start. I wanted to start with some background. So everybody knows Fireman Bill because he's been on the show before when we literally have no other choice. And also, more importantly, we've been trying to hang out for weeks. And you work a crazy schedule. I work a stupid person's job currently. So your friend Sean here, I'm very excited to have on the show. Podcast experience, so I don't have to tell him the ropes here.
Well, he
but
knows what's going
he
on.
told me an interesting tidbit before we started that I wanted to go into a little bit of. You guys originally were going to both learn to play pipes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I'm a fucking bagpipe loser.
So how far did you get before?
Fucking zero. I listened to Bill and I asked him nicely to pipe my wedding. And that's funny that only on a bagpipe podcast when you say something like "pipe my wedding," is it not like
it's not a euphemism,
right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like no, so like that. No, it was just like we were both fans, and because I lived in Vegas about 15 years ago, and so Bill and I were both I mean, just fans, you know what I mean? Being Scotch-Irish and stuff, almost, I think you feel it in your blood, you know what I mean? Went spent some time in Scotland, really enjoyed it so much. And I'm with Bill, and this man accomplished it, and I did not at all.
Well,
yeah. So, yeah.
I'm trying. So wait, at which point? So you decided you didn't want to learn?
I never decided I didn't want to learn.
When is
I
Bill,
just didn't
when
follow.
Is Bill going to start to learn?
I didn't follow through with most of my dreams. Okay, my life doesn't suck, but I had 700,000 things I had to accomplish, and now I decided that just like living a good life is one of them, and I just give all the credit in the entire world to Bill because he went ahead and actually did that, man.
Yeah.
That's
right. Well, and
here's the fucking Bill.
Here's the Bill.
Hey.
As much as I love to give Bill shit, Bill, I think since the last time you were on the show, you've had your first band contest with us, right? Because had you competed last time you came on?
I haven't. I don't think so. I made a guest appearance at the Vegas games, and that went okay. But then Flagstaff was my first official. I was kilted in the blue, out there doing it.
How'd you like it?
It was a rush.
Yeah,
it was a rush.
Did you get the bug? Are you ever so slightly addicted?
Yeah, I didn't black out like I did in the Vegas games.
You blacked out at the Vegas games?
Really? Yeah, don't really remember a whole bunch.
You were just so excited.
Just walked up to the line. I was like, oh shit, here we go.
And then all of a sudden we were walking off the line. You're like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah. Wait. You can black out from bagpiping. I only generally black out from drinking, but so I can do a healthier thing like start bagpiping and just black out from that instead of every weekend blacking out from alcohol.
I'd say
because I'm pretty good at blacking out from alcohol.
I'd say you could black out for cheaper if you took up bagpipes, but it's pretty fucking expensive.
Yeah, it's not cheaper.
Drinking is not cheap.
It's like one of those things where, but yeah, no, it's a long.
You know how you have a budget and you don't write alcohol into it?
Oh, you have.
It's because it just fucking happens.
Yeah.
So,
what are
you gonna do? Drink it home every day?
Okay, am I gonna get whiskey this month, or and ride my bicycle to work, or
you talk yourself into the Costco alcohol is just as good as all the rest? Oh no, it's smooth.
Kirkland's
so much better.
Man.
In Kirkland, man, it's like half the price, and they pay somebody important. Anyway.
Yeah, no, the only exception I will make is the Kirkland vodka is not that bad.
No, none of it's bad. It's all fucking good. That's the thing.
I don't know, man.
They're the cheat code of the world.
The Kirkland Scotch is pretty rough.
Is it?
Yeah, it's pretty rough. The blended Scotch from the Irish whiskey. The Irish whiskey from Kirkland's not too bad. It goes down okay, but it fucking the next day, dude, you'll be hanging like a bat. You're gonna wake up the next day if you have a long evening drinking the Kirkland Irish whiskey, and you're gonna be like, wait, who shit in my mouth?
I'm gonna find that fucking cat that crawled in my mouth and took a piss.
Where's that cat at?
I don't know, man. My cats usually they just pee in my mouth. They don't shit in my mouth. They just cat pee every morning.
Lucky.
You pay them extra for that.
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll ask Megan.
Cat? Is that another euphemism?
How much for the cat pee in the mouth?
So, okay, so Bill, you are now a member of a competition band.
That's right.
So I can't make as many service band jokes because I would say honestly you probably play more with us now than you do with a service band, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. Yeah, we still got graduations and funerals and stuff. But, yeah.
Bar mitzvahs.
Bar mitzvahs, absolutely.
St. Patrick's Day, closing time. Climbing on the bar and playing Rakes and Mallow.
Yep.
Strong Jewish community
that's how we do it.
In Vegas?
I
didn't know.
It's strong enough.
Strong enough?
I don't know if there's... I don't know if I've
Serious question.
I don't know if I've ever been hired to play bagpipes at a bar mitzvah.
No, I haven't. But there's a big Jewish community out here.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like we're the salad bowl. We're like the tossed salad.
You could say that the salad...
There's a lot of money. Do the math. No pun intended.
The salad's even more tossed here than Canadians.
Yeah.
They like to think of themselves as the salad bowl of the world.
You said salad tossing. I thought you were going with West Hollywood, but anyway.
So I have a question though. So now that you have been both light side and dark side, and this is going to be a recurring theme that we're going to get into later.
Who's the dark side?
That's a good question. You've seen both sides of the coin, and we are going to get into this later, but I want you to start thinking about it now. What tools and tricks and ideas from a competition band do you think you could take to a service band to make it better, and vice versa? So you don't have to answer that now.
Okay.
And just in case you need it.
Yeah.
I'll give you this little guy as we go through the rest of our dick jokes for the day.
All right.
Both you motherfuckers are left-handed, aren't you?
Yeah, but I shoot right.
You weird fucks.
Yeah.
Do you guys play different pipes because you're left-handed?
No, you just learn right-handed.
Because I just noticed you do that. I've always known my boy was left-handed.
Yeah, and I actually play guitar right-handed too.
Really?
It was easier to do.
You were almost as cool as Jimi Hendrix.
No,
And then you just weren't.
Dude, let me tell you. When I had zero musical experience and I wanted to learn to play guitar, and it was like, okay, I can get a guitar for like $100 or a left-handed guitar for like $400. Like, I'm just gonna learn to play right-handed. That's within my price range.
What's really weird though is
he just turned it upside down. That's gangster.
That's pretty
gangster, right?
I play bagpipes with my left and my right hand.
This is true. So technically, a pipe is a left-handed instrument.
Is it?
Yeah.
I have no
Because like
idea.
when you think about it, the bag is going under your left arm, and then most of the complicated high hand movements are your left hand, right? So it's kind of ambidextrous because there's once you get further in, there's complicated
that's
low
why
hand
my
movements.
bottom hand is so shitty.
Because you're left-handed?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I just thought it was because you don't practice.
I practice.
I know you do.
Well, I could practice more though. I could practice more.
So real quick, I want to go into. We do have an email, and this because I put a call out, and I said, I got Fireman Bill on. Mm-hmm. Ask us a service band question. So this is from Pipe Sergeant McPatty, who regular writes into the show.
I haven't heard from him in a long
And
time.
he says, hey, what's up, D-bags? I'm in a private sector union pipe band. We have a bunch of great guys in the band, and every band member is a union brother. We don't have any outside ringers playing with us. Stop getting me in trouble, guys. One thing we struggle with is increasing the standard. While we do have improvement from year to year, it's very slow. Different people in the band have different levels of commitment. Recently, we've had a big push to improve the quality of our music. By the way, we are not a competitive band. How do we inspire the guys who treat this as a small hobby of theirs to step it up? I know some guys are never going to work on this shit at home. It's like they don't even want to be pushed to practice on the table. Okay, practice on the table.
Yeah.
I have seen this in more than one band where I don't just hear excuses. I see total resistance to anything new. I would understand if you consistently have new players coming in, it's hard to introduce new material. That's not the case here. No one will ever be told they cannot play. The band would explode if that ever happened. So how do you get a bunch of complacent fucks to do something cool?
Sounds like, did I write that? Or
did every single piper I would honestly say that's not unique to a service style band though. Like, I mean, we play in a competition band and we've been playing the same music for 2 fucking years and people still get it wrong. True. And it makes me want to throw them out the fucking stained glass window of the church.
So, the biggest thing for the service band thing is I think they just have to buy into it. They have to not take it for just a hobby, and get an instructor or something. Go try to do more.
I think at the end of the day, and like we talk about this when we talk about competition versus non-competing, because it's okay if you don't want to compete. Mm-hmm. But I'm still a very firm believer that if you wanting to get significantly better and not wanting to compete are mutually exclusive.
True. Like,
you're really gonna have a hard time getting better because you don't know where you are. Like, you don't know how good of a player you are until someone beats you.
Yep.
And that's true of any hobby or anything that can be considered competitive. I would say, like, you don't know if you're really good if you're not throwing your shit against everybody else's in some capacity. If you're a fucking writer and you don't publish your stuff and see if it gets more hits than someone else's, then you're still not really gonna know if you're better.
Yeah. You
just live in a closed system of, some people will tell you great, some people will tell you shit, and
as an outside-in guy, listening to bagpipes especially, I feel like it's an easy instrument, not to play, but easy instrument for a listener to hear a big fuck up. Like, if you just go fully off, like what you're doing, you're like, oh, that wasn't supposed to be there. And I've heard that because I actually listen, and I can't tell you, I can't.
But not
at
your wedding.
Not
at his wedding.
No.
At your wedding, it was perfect.
My brother, King Kong. Bill did bagpipe my wedding. As a request for me, and even warmed up my backyard the night before for my personal people. But no, in all seriousness, like in bagpiping, you can hear. And I'm not going to call myself a trained ear like you guys, but I do enjoy bagpipes so much that I do personally take the time to listen to them, to put them on. Like, I listen to them on the side, like, I'll just be like, I want to listen to bagpipes today, and I will. So you can hear, if you listen to them, when people are like way off, like, that went wrong. That went flat.
Yeah.
I don't have the words to
So
tell
no,
you.
this is
What went
great.
flat? I don't know if you. I don't know if you missed a finger. I don't know.
It
if
inspires
you
a guttural reaction.
Yeah.
But this
like if
goes
you
to
whiff,
the
Like a squawk or a really bad note or really bad tuning. Like you don't know, like the general public, they may not know why it's good or bad, but they know if it's good, they know if it's bad.
yeah.
Yeah. I know it's very difficult to play.
But
You know,
a lot of service bands go, oh well, they don't know how it's supposed to sound anyway, so it's good enough.
Yeah.
But I can hear you miss the notes.
But this
Yeah.
guy is just disproved that.
Just proved it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I went on Thursday. We got a guy rejoining the band soon. You probably know who I'm talking about.
I was trying to figure this out because I heard you talking about it.
It's Gunyon. Gunyon wants to come back and rejoin the band. Graham Gunyon.
Oh,
And
shit.
so I went over to his work after I got off work because he was like wanting some help with his pipes. He's like, would you come by? I'll buy you a beer. He was working in a bar. He's like, I'll buy you a beer and then we'll go in the back and you can help me tune my pipes a bit. And I was like, yeah, totally. And there were just random patrons in there, like 2 or 3 guys, random patrons. It was quiet, so we could blow the place out with pipe music. And he starts it up, and it's off. It's pretty severely off. He had just taken all his tape off his chanter and cleaned it, so trying to get it back in can be kind of a pain in the ass if you haven't done it 100,000 times.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing I always tell people about tuning is like there are people who naturally are better at it, but people who are naturally better at it are still worse than people who've just done it 1,000 times. That's why I always tell people to take everything apart.
Yeah, take it apart, put it together, listen to it.
Take it apart, put it back together, make it good. Because the only way to get good at tuning, in my opinion, is to make conscious decisions about your own sound and just tinker with it over and over and over again. And if you've done it 10,000 times, you'll be able to tune yourself fairly well. And if you've done it 20,000 times, you'll be able to tune yourself good.
Yeah.
And if you've done it 100,000 times, like the top guys have, for themselves and for others, then you kind of start to master it. But and he's playing. It's rough.
Yeah.
It's pretty rough, and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna fix this, and then he went off and just went to play by himself a bit because they were sounding good. He's like, well, I'm gonna go run a few tunes because they're sounding really good. And the patrons in the bar, they have no fucking idea, are just like, fuck, that sounds a lot better. He's like, I didn't know what was wrong with it before, but it's definitely better. I was like, yeah, it's harmony, right? Like harmony and vibration. You don't have to have a musical background to know when they're wrong. Mm-hmm. Like dissonance is dissonance to everybody.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Dissonance
That's
is
what I'm
dissonance
talking
to
about.
everybody.
Yeah. It's
doesn't
what I'm
matter.
talking about. Yeah.
So whether you have a musical background or don't, when you're hearing 2 things that are dissonant from each other, you naturally have a physical reaction of that. There's something wrong there. I don't know what that is, but it's not good. Mm-hmm. You don't have to know how to play guitar or tune a guitar to hear a power chord where one of the strings is way out and be like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's no good.
Yeah, and
Shit.
that's literally how I felt on hearing
Bill play at your wedding?
a lot. No, Bill's a goddamn champion.
I know.
Hey, but if you ever known this dude, he's never been bad at shit that he ever tried hard at.
No, Bill's.
So trust me, dude.
So you're gonna do solo this year?
White running back alert. Okay.
White running back.
Okay. He's from the high desert. He's a white running back. That's how good this guy is at stuff.
Are you gonna do solos this year?
Yep. I'm gonna lock down the.
I'm really glad you said
competition
yeah,
stuff.
because I was gonna make you do it anyway, even if you said no.
Yeah. I mean, I got to brush up on some stuff.
I mean, you
for
could
sure,
play
but-
some of the tunes we play for band. You could play for solo.
I mean, the 2/4 probably.
2/4
I'll
is a
probably do
great
that
2/4
one for sure.
I would pick a better. I would pick. Do you do Strasbourg reel in grade 4? No,
No,
it's 2/4, slow air,
Yep. 6/8
6/8.
and ground and first variation of a P.
Is that really it?
That's it,
Oh,
man.
dude, you fucking kill that.
You should go back to grade 4.
I should. So I just did my Whisper registration. I was 1 day late. I knew it was around mid-January, and I fucking missed it, so I had to pay the extra money.
Ah, shit.
So I did my Whisper registration.
Thanks for reminding me.
Oh, did you not do yours? Oh, shit. So I did my registration. So I'm officially now a member of an association after shit-talking them relentlessly for years.
Yeah.
So if they pull my membership, that's why. It's because I shit-talked them for years and they hold a grudge. But they had nothing for grade. So I don't know, do I sign up per grade at the event, I wonder? And I have to, it's funny, it's a funny coincidence because I also do stuff with the games where I have to call the guy who's the president of Wispaba anyway about his band potentially playing at the games. So I can kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to be like, I didn't see a thing. Did I fill it out wrong? I used to play grade 3. I'd like to come back in at grade 3. If you want to knock me down to grade 4, I think that'd be pretty mean to everybody else that's playing grade 4.
Yeah.
Jeremy and Daniela are in grade 3 now.
Yeah.
So they have a shot to take me down.
That's gonna be good. A lot of good solos.
They could take me. Yeah. They could take me down a peg, man. They could win.
Mm-hmm.
Has anyone ever played bagpipe upside down?
I saw a guy do it on a bungee cord.
That's exactly what I just.
The guy bungee jumped. He strapped him to himself.
Just asking an honest question.
He strapped him to himself and bungee jumped, and played as he was going down. Now, when he hit the bottom, I don't know if he was still playing, but
Yeah.
Okay, that's half my meaning. If you hung upside down, could you play the same?
I think I
Pipes.
Like hanging like in a bat cave or something.
yeah,
Well,
I
sure,
could,
in a bat cave.
Yeah, I mean the hardest
Yeah.
thing would just be keeping.
Say you were a Batman.
The hardest thing would just be keeping everything where it's supposed to go. But I think I could play upside down.
Okay, just checking.
Assuming,
I didn't know if the air
assuming
went up
that
or
my,
down, and then like.
Assuming that my pipe maintenance was good enough that my drone tops didn't just
Didn't
immediately
go
fall off.
my pipe maintenance is difficult enough sitting up. I think upside down, I'd be less likely to shit myself.
Yeah, everything, or it just goes all the way through and then
No, you
back
know,
out your mouth.
That's not how it works.
Is that not how it works?
Thankfully, fuck, it'd be ridiculous. You just get drunk and you shit out your mouth.
That's
That'd be horrible, dude.
Otherwise, every time
dude.
everybody went bungee jumping, as soon as they reached the bottom apex, all the shit would just come all the way back to their body and out there.
Like, this is what I'm saying. Especially, you throw up in your own bagpipes. It's not cool.
No.
You know,
I've seen people throw up in their
shit
bagpipes
into your own bagpipes
While they're playing.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's gnar.
Oh.
I saw a St. Patrick's Day, and it wasn't a member of our band. It was a different hyper, and they were like just
Locally?
fucking drinking, and I couldn't tell you who the person was to save my soul from hell, just some random drinking.
You'll never be saved, sir. But go ahead.
And then they fucking start playing, and like I can see they're pretty fucked up. They're kind of there's like a bit of weevil to the wobble, and I'm like, oh shit, they're fucking drunk, and I'm like, that's okay. Like I've played drunk before. It's not the end of the world. And then like you know how when you have to yak, and you try to like cover it so you can get to a bathroom or whatever, but all it does is increase the pressure, and so you're just like sprinklering out the sides,
I understand what you're saying.
So this person literally like had their blowpipe in their mouth, and I saw it. I was like, oh no.
No way.
It was,
Here it goes.
like out the sides, and I'm like, oh dude, just in your instrument. I mean, I guess that's one way to season if you have a hide bag.
That's probably the time that's okay to stop.
Yeah,
Just stop playing.
Like stop playing if you're gonna yak.
I've heard about this thing, and I just saw it like on like some comedians were talking about it, and then they brought it up on Shameless. It's called like coasting.
Coasting. What's
Yeah.
coasting?
So like when you're drinking, like the cool thing is now to say you're coasting. So okay, so we're gonna drink this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, we're cool. My whiskey's gone. Whatever. And then we're just gonna have a water and talk to our friends, and you're coasting. And I'm like, what's this new generation doing, man? You just gotta get blackout drunk and enjoy yourself, right? No, don't get me wrong. Water is smart. Like we all know water is smart. But you know what? I put an ice cube in this whiskey.
That's water.
You know what I mean?
That's
goddamn water.
yeah.
It was
This
fucking
is mostly
amazing.
water.
This is
You know
this
what I
is basically water.
Dude, you guys
Basically
are
water.
fucking drinking ultras. It's fucking water.
Well,
and I'm
that's
not going to
because
pretend that Stella is not water.
That's because there's no rough tail in the fridge, right?
Well, and also we're watching our figure.
It's New Year.
Hot
Oh,
guys.
yeah. To be
hot,
adorabs.
hot guy summer's coming soon.
Are you going to be in a new calendar, Bill? Or
No.
No?
It was
No.
we won't talk about that in front of these guys.
Okay.
Wait, we won't.
No,
What's going on with the calendar, Bill?
nothing.
It's a joke.
Nothing since 2005. So
Wait, you were in a fireman calendar in 2005?
possibly.
Here?
Yeah.
Oh, I can find this. Hold on, let me make a note.
You're not gonna find it.
I'm not going to find it.
So
I don't even think I have my... I mean, if it ever would have happened, I would have needed
So
to
is
have
it
my
like
copy
it's like
anymore.
a shirtless pic of Bill like with a hat on and
Do you see
suspenders?
how good looking this guy is?
He's a handsome fucker.
Yeah, this guy's a fucker, dude.
like 30,
He
35 pounds ago.
Football coach, right? You know what I mean?
He's
He ran
handsome.
kids to their office, dude. Hey, this guy's King Kong, dude.
I mean, I had this conversation with Cahill like a year ago.
Trevor,
Hey,
the pitcher.
Yeah, Cahill's Corner. He's repping the shirt,
Yeah.
man. Limited edition.
Yeah.
Those I don't think you can still get those anymore.
no.
I'm not taking my shirt off either, bro. Anyway.
But Cahill has a very pretty family for a hatchet-faced prick. I'm blown away.
Oh, I hope he listens to this.
I'm blown away.
Oh, this hatchet face.
I'm blown away by what normal looking family he has. Like, you know, he's made some very, very normal, handsome kids.
He's got some good genes down there somewhere, huh?
I'm like, and I don't think I've met his wife in person, but I remember I met his kids and I was like, you must have a pretty wife, dude, because your kids look normal. you like at the bottom of a fucking cast iron pan.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's rough.
Sean, you got to listen, man. If you're gonna fight back.
Oh yeah, no, I love Cahill to death. Is he coming to town for the Piano Guys thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna be doing that stupid
Piano
Burns thing.
Guys
Is he gonna
thing.
stay overnight at least?
Since when do guys have piano things?
Oh, it's
like this.
This is legit.
Yeah, it's like this super.
true.
It's a super Mormon piano group.
Oh.
You've heard of them?
The Piano Guys.
Nah. But I was always down with having 12 wives.
So when they, oh my God, Jesus Christ. I can
Not really. I could barely handle my own wonderful wife, and I love her to death.
But yeah, no, that's a cool gig. You're gonna have a lot of fun. Have you played the Smith Center before?
No,
it's fucking dope.
So I have a picture. I was gonna get it up for you. I was gonna get it up for you.
Yeah, with all your fucking
again today,
all your stick pipe innuendo, you had to go with that, right? All right.
The only time I've ever been on the stage at the Smith Center was when it was under construction.
So I thought you were going to say someone would you had to intubate someone.
No, thank God. Nope, haven't been called there for that.
No, that one time it almost burned down. I went.
No, but we took a tour, like a pre-planned deal when it was being built.
The one time I had to go there was to cut down a closet wanker.
Yeah. Yep. Seen the closet wankers.
Wait, what? Is that a thing?
That's a thing.
What's the thing? Tell me.
That's when you get a call to cut someone down who autoerotically.
Yeah.
You know what? Why the fuck did I know that was going to be your answer when I've never heard that term before?
Well, you've never been able to do it because you've never had a closet rod tall enough for you to hang yourself from it.
Quite accurate, but in all honesty, no. I wish there was something like maybe if I choked myself to death, my cum shot would be better. Inaccurate. It is never my cum shot's just my cum shot.
You might hit yourself.
Yeah. Well,
is that how you want your family to find you? Just like hanging from the doorknob.
That's why I don't have kids, sir.
Yeah, it's like jizzed on your own forehead. It's like eyes all blue and popped out.
Hey, dude! In your 40s, if you can jizz in your own forehead, that's a good day.
That's a good day. Eat more celery, right?
Is that it?
At least he died like he lived.
I actually eat a lot of celery. That's bad. That's a bad sign,
dude. I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but I can pretty much guarantee this is how I'm going to find Fusco at his apartment within the next 10 years. Like just hanging from the fucking shower curtain rod, like digging his hands.
A Pornhub going on a loop.
Yeah, just a loop. Just interracial porn, just looping. Endlessly.
Service bands.
Yeah. It's gonna be interracial porn on mute to the tune of SFU's latest album. Like,
what a fucked up world we live in. If you don't get bored off 3 minutes of porn, like something's wrong with you. You had to go something else. Okay, what other weird shit can I click on?
Yeah, I figure any amount of masturbating past a minute and a half is just self-service at that point, right? Like, just get it done.
Wait, how old are you?
Get it done. Close up their pipe case and walk away.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Close your incognito browser. Close your incognito browser.
I don't know if I've told this story on the show before, but
does that browser work?
Incognito? Yeah, sort of. So it doesn't actually hide your IP address. It just doesn't save. It doesn't save your search history, but it doesn't hide your IP address. Like I use a VPN, not just when I'm jacking off, just like also normally.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't like people.
So no one can hack.
I don't like people.
This big old dumbass in your living room.
Whatever,
dude. You don't know who I am. You just invited me.
Well, I mean, anybody can find out I have this. Anybody can find out I have this big old dumbass in my living room. They just have to pay $5. But
$5. That's a decent patron. Go ahead.
But yeah, it's just God. Where was I? Oh no, I don't know if I told this story before on the show.
That's where you were at, right there.
But there was a guy, and I'm not going to use any band names either. But there was a guy in a band that was just generally considered to be a cunt. Mm-hmm. He was a foreign dude. He was fairly abrasive.
Oh, it's a foreign band. You got to tell the name then. Go ahead.
No, the guy was foreign. The band was not.
Fuck them anyway.
Foreign dude. No, you would have never met this guy. he was like super abrasive. He would like show up drunk. He'd fuck up contests. He was like super racist. Like, I mean, all kinds of shit. There's like, dude, this cannot fly. And so he pissed off another guy in the same band he was playing with, and this guy and his friend were like, we gotta take this fucker down a peg, right? And the dude was fucked up. This was pre-contest, pre-mass bands. Like, it was like 11 o'clock. The guy's shit-faced drunk. And opening ceremonies hadn't even happened yet at this contest. So one of these dudes, after playing and practicing and getting ready all morning for solos, whatever, goes to the guy's pipe case. This is why my pipe case locks, by the way. Takes the blowpipe off of his pipes, puts one leg on a chair, and just fucking sodomizes himself with this thing. Just shoves this guy's blowpipe up his ass.
So okay. You said band, so I don't.
And then like shoves this guy's blowpipe up his ass. Gets like two or three good pokes.
Oh,
blows it off, sticks it back on the guy's pipes, and just closes the case and walks away. And the dude fucking played those all day. Long.
You should out him right now.
Like, holy shit.
You should out him. What do you have to lose?
So,
because a guy like that doesn't deserve to fucking get his next kick in the next fucking thing, because he's gonna fucking give somebody pink mouth and pink eye.
Pink mouth.
I don't know if pink mouth is a thing. I don't know. I only eat women's butts, and especially like. And I'm only married to one woman. I don't fucking. That is gross as fuck, dude.
I don't know if you caught this part of the last episode, the live show episode, but our one of our really good friends, Leo, who played guitar and was like the musical accompaniment through that and helped us set up. Dude, he's phenomenal. Phenomenal musician, but we had him come sit down on the show for us just for a couple minutes because he's vegan, and we wanted to ask the question like, is eating ass still vegan?
Oh.
Depends what they ate that day. You can eat a vegan ass. It's probably
I'm
vegan.
just saying, like, you know, if you don't, you know.
Well, you don't swallow that, like, the very subtle, like, the thin cheekness.
You're thinking nothing gets in? No.
I mean,
no skin cells enter when you're eating ass?
Well, there's vegans and fake vegans.
It could be veg, but not vegan.
Oh, really? Okay. Why can't
are you talking about like the human skin cells of the butthole got onto your tongue?
That's not vegan.
Yeah, that's not
right?
vegan.
The butthole.
But then you're not killing that to eat it.
That's true.
So it's not as probably.
Well, you are.
Maybe vegans just started. Maybe vegans just started licking possum buttholes. Right? They could fucking just eat enough shit to sustain them fucking selves. And
what if vegans just started eating possum buttholes?
You know what I mean? Yeah. Just because they got a little bit on there. You know what I mean? Just a little.
That was a whole new meaning to pllaying possum.
You invited me over, but your mom's here. I don't know. What this
is. Trust me, she's worse than me.
Okay, all right. I don't want to feel. Don't make me feel bad.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Oh shit.
No, I went nice with possum.
Why did you go straight to possum though? Like of all the animals.
That's a good question.
Like.
I was thinking of something that nobody really eats, and then just if they went for it, they went for it, man.
Just only for the butthole.
And I think, dude, like, I mean, I don't know. Are possums vegan? I don't know. I don't think.
I know possums.
Are they herbivores? Okay.
I think possums are omnivores.
Or herbivore was it? It was always herbivore is vegetable.
Herbivore is an animal that only eats plants. Yeah.
So I don't know. Are humans not that? Are they not herbivores or whatever like that?
No, omnivore.
I did a vegan diet, but I ate all the. I was like a fast food vegan diet.
Vegemite?
Oh, of course.
That's vegan.
It's trash, but I've had it. Yeah.
I brought that to the live show too, and I forgot. I had the Vegemite in my bag the entire time. I was gonna punish the people with Vegemite.
It's not good, but it's just not good. It's okay. People like.
So yeah, I mean, I don't think we ever really figured it out whether eating ass was vegan or not. I think because vegan is vegan is you won't eat anything that's the product of animal suffering, right?
But the thing is, I think you're misusing the word eating. You're more like tongue fucking, like you know what I mean? Like you're saying eating ass. You're not swallowing it. If there's a little poo that comes out and you gulp, it's like you know, it's just kind of like that happens. You know what I mean? But you're not eating ass. You're tongue fucking ass.
So here's what I would think.
Happy.
Like
you must have a good answer to cut me off on that one.
Eating ass is vegan because veganism is like you can't eat anything that's a product of animal suffering, right? So It only counts as not being vegan if the ass you're eating is a person who's crying. Then you're fine. then it's
fine.
not vegan.
Yeah, I still think it's...
If she's crying, then it's not vegan.
It's still vegetarian. Though.
Or he, for our other ass eating
You ever jack
audience.
off with virgin tears? Just like, if you're not going to let me fuck, then just give me your tears to whack off with. No?
How many tears would it take? I mean, a lot. Well, maybe not. I mean, I don't know.
You're just dry jacking. It's not really an issue.
It's just...
You put 2 of those virgin tears on there, and just that's how life goes.
So you briefly tuned into the episode 100. What did you think?
Yeah, it looked like a lot of fun.
Was it? It was a bit of a shit show.
It's funny is I was watching on my phone.
Your video message went over very well.
Did it? I didn't see it get played.
People thoroughly enjoyed it.
So yeah, I didn't know how that went down, but good. I'm glad people like that. So I was watching it with my wife, and she was like, "Oh, this is a stupid show that you watch or whatever."
Accurate.
And
this is the stupid show that you watch.
And they panned the audience, and you could hear all the chirping and the girls, and she's like, "It's all girls there."
Oh yeah,
I was watching. I'm like,
it was all women.
Yeah, and they're totally crushing the puss with this.
Yeah, man, that was crazy.
Bitches like pipe. That's not new.
Yeah, chicks like Chanarant. I don't know why. I really don't. I really don't know why. I've seen it.
Wait, you have female fans?
Most.
What?
Yeah, most of them.
Hey, let's advertise my shit then, Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ,
absolutely.
man.
Well, no, we should do plugs later for sure. Okay, so real quick, we're gonna take a quick break.
Right.
We're gonna hang out and chat with some of the guys that are in the YouTube live, catch up on drinks, then we're gonna take a piss, and then we'll be right back, and we'll go to the topic of the week, which is how do you make the ideal service band?
How do you make the ideal service band?
All right, catch you guys in just a minute.
Oh wow, that's what the world sounds like without those on.
That's an oxymoron, by the way.
And we are back. Thank you to everyone who stuck around and chatted with us. We have some good friends of ours. Got Kelly, Rab, Kevin, Joe W. I saw in there, Emiliano. Thank you, everyone.
Emiliano Bags
hanging out for
did
tuning
all my
in.
logos. You need anybody to do any of your shit?
So Sco. So Billiam.
Yes, Billiam here, Fireman Bill.
I asked you a question at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
And I'm interested in diving a little more into it because now that you've kind of played, essentially you've done a year in a competition band, and you're about to go into kind of a more, and I think the last couple weeks you've probably seen more of like what a more realistic competition band experience is like with practices and things like that. That's really more typical.
Can we side note on that one?
Oh yeah, we can talk. Oh yeah, what you got?
I just want to say the agenda and like the list. Like, hey, this is what we're doing. Know your shit, because for this half hour we're doing this, and then the next hour we're doing that. That is, I love it.
Yeah,
it's brilliant.
Well, we've
really
had to get hyper organized because that's actually unlike most competition bands to have to have like all like the fact that we have to have.
You're still putting together.
The fact that we have to have like every single piece of music accessible at all times to all people, and like an exact breakdown of what we're going to do every week. That's actually pretty abnormal. We're a little more organized than most bands have to be. But it's only because we've gotten feedback of like people tend to use not necessarily knowing everything that's going to happen as an excuse for not being prepared. Mm-hmm. Most bands would just say you should be prepared for everything at all times.
Yeah, be prepared for all of it.
Be prepared for all of it at all times, and don't bitch.
You still got new players.
Yeah, we still have a decent. I would say to this day, the vast majority of our players have only been playing for 2 years or less. So. We try, and it's twofold, right? It's one we want to
in the band for just a short time,
and like it's one thing is we want to remove excuses. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, you want an agenda? Here's an agenda. Now, why don't you know it? But we so far it's been good, and the last couple of weeks of practice where they've run longer, they've been a little more intense. That's actually a little more typical, I would say, of what goes on. The big thing that miffs me is, and I see this a lot, especially in like student players, is so much time wasted, heavy breathing, coughing, sighing, playing halfway through, stopping and restarting to try to get it right. It's like, no, like we only have potentially 90 minutes. Make sure as many of those seconds as possible, your instrument's up.
So yeah, check the attitude at the door.
Yeah.
Come in.
Dude,
play, play pipes.
And that was the conversation I had last practice where I told everyone, I was like, guys, when we tell you to loop something, loop it until we stop you. Play it 100 fucking times if we don't stop you, because we have to figure out what you're doing wrong, just like everything else. So if you play up to the mistake and then stop and then fuck, and then you start again,
you fuck up, fix it.
You fucked up. Nobody cares that you
playing.
fucked up.
Play it again.
The time and place to fuck up is at practice. Like if you're gonna fuck it up, I'd rather you fuck it up here.
Well, then you can get the feedback.
Yeah,
and say, hey, look, you're not holding this long enough.
And so, like the thing, and I think that people look at a 3 hour, potentially a 3 hour practice. I mean, I'm there 6 to 9, but the band only goes 7 to 9 now. Like you look at a 2 hour practice, and you're like, oh my god, this is so long, but it's so short.
No, it flies by.
When you have 8 people and you're trying to, I mean, individual attention over those 2 hours is like 20 minutes a person.
Mm-hmm.
Don't waste any of your individual attention time sighing. But the question at hand is, now that you've done service, now that you've done competition band, what things do you think service bands could learn from a competition band mindset that would make them better? And what things do you think a competition band could learn from a service band mindset that would make them better? Aside from everyone should have more dick jokes.
Yeah, more dick jokes, 100%. I think the biggest thing, this is awesome. Look at that. For your live streaming.
Go with
viewing.
your fucking
This is like
shit.
This is like watching the birth of a star.
I brought a new crew into the chat, dude. Come on, dude. Go with your set. Discuss your life. I'm doesn't mean I'm not interested. Go
for service band guys. For all that is just listening to the pipe major, listening to the pipe sergeant. That's the biggest key. If they say go seek instruction somewhere else, go get an instructor. You know, and you're never going to get better unless you do that. You can watch YouTube video after YouTube video. I mean, you'll pick up this and that. You'll learn a lot of wrong shit.
There'll be nothing qualitative.
No.
To that. And like one of the reasons I push everyone to get.
So you have to get an instructor.
And like the thing for me is like when I push people to get an instructor, it's not about getting someone that's better than you. It's about getting someone that is miles better than you. Well, a lot of people take instruction within their band.
Even the pros have instructors. The guys at the Glenfiddich, they're calling other buddies.
Callum was here. He has an instructor. They only meet like once a month. But he's got to. You have to have someone whose opinion you trust that can objectively evaluate your playing. Mm-hmm. And when you're a student, it's very important that person and their skill level is not one step above yours, but like 15 steps above yours.
Yeah.
Or 16.
Yeah.
Or 16.
Because of that, I mean, I think one of the traps that both competition bands and service bands can sometimes fall into is you get someone who's a student and they don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. They've been playing for 6 months, maybe on pipes. They have an instructor who's helping them along the way, who's one of the lower level players in their band that does teaching because they're the one that has time to do the teaching. So that person may only be, in theory, a couple years ahead of you skill-wise. So they don't necessarily know enough to cause I mean, they can incrementally help you. But, like, you know, the difference between me teaching someone who's brand new and I have, 15, 16 years of experience and I'm pretty decent at teaching. The difference between me teaching someone who's brand new and Jack teaching someone who's brand new is miles. You need someone who's so fucking light years far ahead of you that you would never even come close to questioning what they say. And I think that's where people get in mistake. They get into trouble when they're taking instruction within their own band. That's a personal opinion of mine. That when you take instruction within your own band, it can cause problems because that person may only be, you may be a grade 4 player, they may be a grade 3 player.
I can see in a lot of service bands, you get a guy who can play the sets. He plays the mass band sets. And then he can teach somebody, get them on chanter, but then he doesn't push them to go any farther. So
And it's just,
and then that's where it goes downhill from there.
yeah. I continuously encourage people to take instruction from people who are potentially not in your band and miles behind you. And it's just because you'll move faster.
Yeah, I would say that this competition.
That's a drink ding.
The competition bands learn from service bands.
Down the hatch, bitches.
To be
America.
Now this is kind of double-sided here. Competition bands could learn from service bands to be more paramilitary. But
100% agree.
But I'd say that's not what I've seen in the service band I play in and the competition band.
The band that shall not be named?
The band that shall not be named.
Why not?
Is way more...
Is that really the name of the band?
Paramilitary and has...
Than the service band?
Yes. Just the way the people... I mean...
Really?
You might not see... You might get frustrated with people in the circle, but first of all, you have a circle. I mean, to get certain guys lined up to play in a circle, to stand with a nice posture, to concentrate on the pipe major, it's even being dismissed.
Are you shitting me? That would drive me insane.
It does drive me insane. I mean, I've learned so much from the band that shall not be named.
I would have assumed it would have been the other way around.
Yes.
Because those are people who actually, even when you're in the band, you all technically have rank over each other.
Well, yeah, and we do, and then that's also a weird part.
Like at the end of the day, you'll be playing next to a guy, and literally in that organization you're in, they have a rank over you.
So I'm you in that band.
You're the pipe sergeant?
Yeah. Go figure that.
Isn't it fun to be the pipe sergeant?
And when I'm telling the guy that has rank on me on the floor, like to do something with his pipes or his maintenance, his shit or whatever, his blowing technique, they don't take that good.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it like just do you think it's just like an ego thing?
100%.
That's fucking crazy to me, right? Like, cause musically, you're the officer.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
should be.
I think at that point you would have to have. I hit my mic. At that point you have to have like musical rank and work rank, and the two things would have to be different.
Yeah.
Like in band, it should be a musical rank. You know, it should be like, the pipe major may be an F and G, but if they know the most about pipes, you should fucking listen. Mm-hmm. And guess what? If they piss you off and at work tomorrow, you wanna fuck on that guy?
Yeah. You want to fuck on me?
That's fair play, right? Like at the end of the day, that's fair. I mean, if I'm fucking F and G and I tell you to tune your fucking pipes and you just eat it and do it, and then tomorrow when I have to come in at work, you make me scrub every goddamn toilet. That's still fair. That's fair play. I mean, I don't care at the end of the day as long as you fucking tune your pipes.
Yeah, tune your damn pipes. I'll clean your shitter. Yeah. You tune your pipes.
I'll clean as many toilets as it takes for you to tune your fucking
pipe
pipes.
Is the same as cleaning shitter because you got to tune your pipe when you clean your pipe.
Wait, are you tuning your pipe while you're taking a shit?
Well,
no.
You know what? Someone wanted
that's
to
like a Blumkin.
Make us make money. Like, dude, at UCLA, about 20 fucking years ago. So at UCLA, like 20 years ago, there was a thing like they used to.
I'm alarmed as to where this is going.
No, it's gonna be
based on how excited you are.
It's getting fucking gross. I'm not excited because I think it's hilarious.
Go for it.
No, I've never been this desperate in my life, but like I can see how people could be this desperate because I'd rather do this than be homeless. But at UCLA, they had things to call people or whatever. They had people that like they wanted to. You could jack off on a toilet, and they wanted to see how fast you could shit after you jacked off and time it. Like this is literally.
What was your time?
What was your record?
I swear to God that I would fucking tell you if I fell for this. But my parents made good money, and I also worked hard in the summers, and I sold weed. And so I did not have to, but the people, they know who they are, and they're not listening right now. That had to live on my couch. I was like, go jack off and shit because fucking tired of paying for your Netflix.
So
actually, it was Blockbuster back then, but there was just a shit timer. Like, can you imagine, if one thing you had to do for the day was walk in, jack the fuck off, and fucking as soon as you came, you had to shit as hard as you could, and they had to time it, and that's how you got paid for the day at your job?
I mean, I call that
because that was an actual job.
I'm in.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never really thought that my jack-offs and my shits were that close. You know what I mean? I have things that I can time close to my poop. Like I do a big line of Coke and it's not that good, I'm gonna shit immediately. you know. If I do good Coke, I don't have to shit that much.
You have to shit for 3 days.
No. Well, I'm pretty big and heavy, and I eat a lot of meat. If I shit a big one every 3 days, it's a good week. All right, but if we're not getting into it, we're not getting into it.
I would say the moral of this story is,
there's no
if
moral
you don't
want to,
if you don't want to have to jack off and shit professionally,
yeah,
then sell weed.
Just sell weed, and then
yeah, it works.
Granted,
well, now it's fucking legal.
Granted, I just call.
I can't break into the thing anymore when I don't have a fucking you know what I mean? Like, dude,
granted, that's
all of us. We shouldn't be sitting here. Shouldn't be playing bagpipes. You shouldn't be saving people's lives in fires, Bill. We should have all just put all of our money into marijuana and be rich right now, right? Let's be honest about this. Okay,
so if we pool all of our cash, I've got about $17.
Yeah, so I got about $650.
About $350.
Hey, I'm Vegas for the weekend. I won yesterday. My wife did, and I for sure have like 400 in my pocket. Let's become millionaires.
Worth of pudding.
Let's become millionaires.
I was telling this to Fusco. I was like, we should take one entire month of Patreon dues, like all of our Patreon payout for the month, and just go to a casino and put it all on black.
Just bet it.
Just
do it.
Bet it. Hell yeah.
We'll do it as a bit.
No, I'm down.
Granted, we lose all of our patrons, but they're literally just gambling our money away.
He probably loves y'all, but
you could get like a little insurance for that, or maybe some backers to say no, put an extra 100.
But okay, so
I'm in on that one.
I do want to hear more about the jack off shit thing, but we're talking about.
I don't know the answer. That's what they call. I had desperate friends that lived with me, and they said, and they didn't go to. And there's one guy that lived with me that I was like, oh, he's for sure. This guy had an 11-inch dick, dude. I was like, this guy's for sure gonna go do it, right? I was like, he doesn't have any.
Why does the size of his dick make a difference when his jack off?
Let's put it this way: if you had an 11-inch dick, would you ever be embarrassed about pulling your pants down?
No, I don't have an, and I'm still not embarrassed.
Okay, I'm not embarrassed either, but I don't have an 11-inch.
But I'm wondering,
dick.
like, how does mine's only 10.5.
So
how does it affect?
Oh, you little midget! This little guy, he's only got a 10.5-inch dick.
How does that affect your jack off to shit time? Wouldn't a smaller dick make you jack off and shit faster? Or just like lots of coffee?
You might know. I don't know, man. I don't know what it's like deal with a little dick. But like, I don't know what it's like deal with 11-inch one either. So like, I don't think you have to be 11 to be full.
That's a huge penis.
But I have no idea. Hey, dude, I'm probably kinky, dude. Fucking, I don't know what to say. But so anyway, do I know the answer? I don't know the answer. I don't know the answer. Is more ice? We're drinking one of these. Yeah. So we drink it. He said, no, I don't know the answer. Like fucking, they didn't go do it. They didn't go. They're like,
how many people you knew did this?
Oh, zero.
How much did you get paid to do it?
I didn't do it. But someone else. Like in theory. No, I mean, seriously, dude.
In theory, someone else.
What, dude? Do you guys, Bill, how much he knows about me in my life? There's ever been a time when I've been so destitute.
Okay, so if you haven't,
if it was that, I actually would have robbed the guy. I actually would have knocked him out and drug him to his office and been like,
so if you haven't
you're
done
a kinky fuck.
Here's a more important question then.
What's the
how
question?
much would it cost?
For me to do it? I'm a grown man.
For one of you, for any, and we're going to go around the table. Okay, I want you to time how fast it takes for you to jack off and shit. You have to do it in a sterile environment in front of four people. Four people in white coats.
So they have to watch me.
Yeah, so let me give the parameters, okay, for this hypothetical situation. So the hypothetical situation is...
I gotta get on your team, dude.
Yeah, get on the side.
Let's talk about it. All right, go.
Okay. So, hypothetical situation. Mm-hmm. You go into a big, brightly lit white room.
Yeah, like this.
Four people with lab coats and clipboards.
Yeah,
and face masks, so you can't see them. They're watching you, and there's no toilet. There's no nothing. Like it's just you right now as you are.
I'm gonna poop in a room.
Just a big, clean, white, sterile room.
No.
Dude, trust me.
This is cum shot and a poop. There's
you have to.
Things.
Yeah, no. So you have to. So in this big blank white room.
Okay.
As you are right now, fully clothed, whatever, you have to jack off and shit as fast as humanly possible.
Shit first or jack off first?
You have to jack off, come, and then shit.
You have to do what they said for us. These fucking pervert scientists. They guarantee it wasn't a school function thing. It was
no, this was just a flyer. This was just a flyer some random guy put up around campus.
Fake, like there's people. There was like weird.
So you have to. In this room with 4 scientists watching you. You have to.
How long it would take for you to poop?
You have to jack off and shit as fast as possible. How much would it take for you to say yes?
Well, first of all, that's easy because it's when the water gets hot, then I'm ready to get in the shower. So I can jack off shit. Water's hot, boom, in the shower.
There's no shower here.
No, that's like Tuesday morning.
This is why a good man like this. This is why a good man like this is serving our public out
here
in Las Vegas. Because I am terrible at this. This man can shit, shower, and come whenever he wants.
Do you do shit, shower, wank? Or do you do shower, wank, shit?
He lives with a beautiful wife. Well, he doesn't have to do any of that.
You have to shit first. Because then you can wash in the shower.
Yes.
Wash your booty.
Wash your butt.
Oh, that's how you save on toilet paper.
Yes, wash your booty. Wash your booty.
And the shower is the only place where you can conceivably wank because you have tiny humans.
Yeah. Yes.
No.
So but no shower. No shower.
That's why I don't have kids.
$40.
I have $40 in my wallet right now. We can solve this. Okay, same question. How much?
I'm not even positive.
Because this is how we're going to start our second Patreon channel.
I am not even positive that I'm capable of doing all this. Right? This is completely ridiculous. Like I'm going by what I brought up, which was like they were like once you come, how long will it take you to shit? That's incredible. Dude,
am I allowed?
Do you not see the weight on my body?
Am I allowed to?
Do you not have any idea how much meat I eat as a human? If you think I shit like 3 times a day, I shit 3 times a week max. I might have to sit there for 4 fucking days after I whack off.
Here's the question. Okay? The question is, am I allowed to pound an Americano while I do the wank?
Ooh, yeah, that would.
But
you might have to pound that.
Coffee? What are you talking about?
While you're shitting.
I think I could pound a coffee and wank at the same time. Mm-hmm. I mean, I used to have to use 2 hands, but I can get away with 1 now.
That could be another channel.
Yeah.
That could be another.
This is how we, dude. There's some Japanese businessmen that are very interested in this channel idea.
Dude, I just jack off and I'll be like, bro, you're gonna sit there. We might be here. Okay. So what is today? Saturday. I'm like, bro, we might be here till Friday. I don't really
You might just be watching me dry tug.
Yeah, you have your Starbucks. Your
no.
Americano.
The cum isn't the issue. The poop is the issue. Okay.
Episode title. The cum is not the issue.
You know who you are, and only one of you might be listening, and only one of you might have taken the journey on the poop and tug.
The poop and tug.
The poop and tug.
That's what I named
my boat. There might have been a poop and tug from a friend of mine, and then he got a job at Olive Garden, and then he moved out.
Well, shit. If I have Olive Garden,
he's a nice man.
If I have Olive Garden, I'll be able to shit immediately. Yeah. Oh fuck, that's funny,
dude. Olive Garden's the best fast food, dude.
So anyway, going back to speaking of cum and shit, going back to service bands.
Dude, if you think that you're going back to music, there's literally no one here still listening about music.
Oh, we're so close. Just trust me on this.
You're gonna lose everybody.
We're very close. So okay,
this is how it works.
We've talked about that's peaks and valleys.
Sorry, he's still gonna talk about music.
It's peaks and valleys.
Sign off.
But yeah. So we talked about how there's some teaching practices, how surprisingly competition band is more.
You're gonna really go back?
Yes, surprisingly competition band is.
Talk about how long it would take for Bill to shit in a cup after he jacked off.
We didn't say it was a cup.
You want to know about what he's doing in a recorder?
I assumed it was just. That's
a pretty recorder. That's a better looking recorder than I ever had.
So in a more paramilitary organization, who shits on the floor first?
The pipe major.
Oh, okay.
Every time.
But no. It's all jokes aside. I think it's interesting that you think the competition band is slightly more structured.
At least from the experience, my personal experience.
So what is a thing?
I can't speak for other ones all over the country, whatever.
What is the thing you think that a competition band can learn from a service band?
No, we just said that.
Wait, we did?
What was the question?
What kind of competition? Dude, you said a service band should learn to be more paramilitary.
You went research.
No. I figured that the competition band could
learn from a service band.
Yes.
To do what?
To be more paramilitary.
Oh, but that's not the case.
But I guarantee you.
But you already said that's not the case because the competition band is more paramilitary.
But I guarantee you that's different in other service bands.
So knowing that what you thought would be a thing a competition band could learn from a service band was incorrect because the competition band already had it better.
Oh no, hands down. You competition bands need to have yellow flashes.
That's what we need
because that's the shit.
I would say we could learn. I'd say we could learn to be more fun. Service bands seem like they're fun.
They like to get on a bar top, play Rake Mallow, Cajun Grace, and have all their friends put on YouTube and everybody tell them how awesome they are.
I just wish that they would sound good when they did it.
Thank you, Emiliano.
Speaking of sounding good, the Dojo U tuning clinic is coming up in May 8th actually. And if you are interested in registering, I think there's a few slots available. You can get your discounted Dojo U tuning clinic at chainerant.com/serviceband. Random URL. The algorithm picked that for us. chainerant.com/serviceband, and you can get a sweet discount on the Dojo U tuning clinic. Winter Storm's happening right now also. If I'm going to plug the dojo, might as well say you should tune in. By the time this comes out, it'll already be over. Who do you think won Winter Storm?
Who won Winter Storm?
Does that mean drink or does that mean finish it?
Nick Hudson.
Nick Hudson won?
I don't know. I just said you asked who I
does
thought.
Does it mean down the hatch?
I'm going to say Nick Hudson, Jory Chisholm, and James
How
Troy.
about Connor and Cowboy tonight? What do you guys think?
Oh my goodness, this thing's busting on you. I'm hoping a big shout out to our friend of the show, Zach Cochran. Zach Cochran.
Oh, Zach. Go Zach.
Who he played his solos today, and also all of the Canadians, you know who you are, Jamie et al. Hope you all did well in your drumming contests. I'll know tomorrow who won, but we're recording tonight. So, guys, this has been an excellent.
Was he the Batman fan?
Very much so. Excellent episode of the Chanaran Podcast. Just kind of going around as we close out this episode of the show. Starting with Big Leg. Final thoughts?
I love bagpipes. I wish I would have played them with Bill, but this is the man. They got it going. They did nothing I didn't do. Appreciate that. I'm here in Vegas. I'm glad that Bill invited me, and I'm glad for you for having me. And definitely subscribe. All my friends that are listening right now, please subscribe to this podcast.
Also, you got a plug? What are you working on now?
What I'm doing is you can find everything from me from my Instagram mostly or my Twitter, but at Big Leg, BIGGLEGG. If you check that out, you'll be able to coast on whatever. I'm doing the Collectibles podcast right now, so Instagram at the Collectibles podcast. We're doing YouTube. We haven't done anything live in a month or two, I know, which for me, that's why I'm happy to do tonight. For me, a couple months off is like a long time for me not to be on air. But thanks to my other friends live that are listening to us, that we got everything going. Emiliano, a bunch of my other friends, that we're joining. Everybody appreciates that. So I'm glad you guys are doing an awesome thing. As a chanter thing, as a bagpipe thing, because I have so much respect for bagpipers. It's one of my favorite genres of music. I don't know if you guys are considered a specific genre or not, but man, I really appreciate it. So I'm glad that you guys had me over, man. And Irish whiskey, apropos, other than Scotch, I guess.
the Irish whiskey was a hit.
Yeah, it sure is a hit. So thanks everybody. But that's my anybody you want to find me, if you want to buy comic books, you want to get your comic books pressed at Big Leg, at BIGGLEGG.
Fuck yeah, man! Check out Big Leg if you're a comic nerd, which I am. Also, check out the podcast. We'll have links in the description, and we'll push some of them out. Bill, final thoughts, my dude.
My final thoughts are service bands. Play your instruments, like besides St. Patrick's Day, 9/11, and St. Patrick's Day.
So biannually.
Yeah, so get your shit out, play your shit.
And listen, all you service band fucks. You better be out there on the competition field going toe to toe with Billiam here.
Yep. Go solo. You know, if you're not in a competition band and you're service banding, go to your local games, go drive a little bit, and do some solo shit.
Yeah, play some solos, have some fun.
And as a bagpiping fan, I want to agree with my friends here. Like, we would all like to see more bagpipes in public. I would like to see more bagpipes in public.
We want to see good
from
bagpipes.
more events.
I want to know what Pipe Major Bane has to say for his final thoughts on the episode.
Is Pipe Major Bane here?
Oh, hello. I thought the episode was phenomenal. I hope that Fireman Bill will continue to shit in white rooms and jack off as fast as he can. Nobody cared who I was until I jacked off in the mask. And like Fireman Bill's small, crooked, and veiny penis, I encourage all of you across the pipe band world to rise.
All right, well, thank you to Fireman Bill, to
What's
Big
up?
Leg. As always, thank you for tuning into the Chattering Podcast. It's the world's worst bagpiping podcast, and we'll fucking see you on the next one.
Bitch!
Pipe Major Bane, play us out.